Hello everyone, myself Dr. P. Srivastava and topic is the placenta. I will describe about the placenta, anatomy, physiology, circulation and what is a function. So the placenta is a circular disc known as hemochorion because of direct contact of the chorion with the maternal blood with the disorder. The placenta is attached to the uterine wall and stabilizes connection between the mother and the fetus. Okay. This is your Disuda parietalis. This is amnion, chorion frondosum, Disuda basilis. Disuda basilis is a part of endometrium and chorion frondosum is the part of fetus. So both are layered, unite together and form the placenta. So principal part of the taking formation of placenta is the two sources. First one is the fetal, which developed chorion frondosum, and second is the maternal, which is in the form of Disuda basilis. This is the part of the endometrium. So we will see the diameter. Diameter is a 15 to 20 centimeter, 3 centimeter thickness in center, weight about 500 gram, and proportionate to weight of baby 1:6. It occupies about 30% of the uterine wall and having two surface, number one fetal and maternal, and have a one margin known as peripheral margin. So development. The development of the placenta is mainly two sources. First one is the principal component is known as fetal, which develop from the chorionic frondosum, and second is the maternal Disuda basilis. So what is the process? The formation of placenta. First of all, interstitial implantation occurs at the 11 days and blastocytes surrounded with the cystile cells and form trabeculae. Division of the trabeculae and it developed stimuli after 13 days of fertilization and connect with the chorionic plate and basal plate. It connected between the chorionic plate and basal plate. And further, the anterior capillary venous system is completed at 21 days and which connected to body stalk. Body stalk is also known as an umbilical cord. So it is completed at the 21st days. This is a placental surface. Surfaces, fetal surface covered by the smooth glistening amnion and umbilical cord attached at the near the center. We can note it, the first thing is chorion frondosum and Disuda basilis beginning at the 6th week and completed 12th week. This is a fetal surfaces. This is a plantar surface of the fetus side and covered by smooth glistening amnion and umbilical cord attached at the center, and its fourth and fifth part of placenta is a fetal origin. The placenta is where the surfaces is formed, two surfaces, fetal surface and maternal surface, and fetal surfaces is the fourth fifth part of the placental surface is fetal origin. And next thing is the maternal surface. Maternal surface is a rough, spongy, dull red color. This is a maternal surface. It is a spongy, dull red color. Somewhat saggy layer which is a remnant part of the Disuda basilis In intervillous space, deciduous bacillus and blood is maternal in origin. Margin. So only one margin is present in placenta. This is known as peripheral margin and is limited by the fused vessel and chorionic plate. So you will see the attachment. The upper part of the body of uterus encoding to the fundus anterior and posterior wall. Means 30% of the uterus is attached with the placenta. And separation after at the birth of baby at the site of decidual spongium. It is detached at the site of the decidual spongium. Next thing is a structure. So it consists of two plates. Number one, chorionic plate, which origin from the fetus, and second is the basal plate, which origin from the maternal aspect. So the chorionic plate internally lined by amniotic membrane and umbilical cord attached to this plate, and basal plate is a maternal aspect. So we will see the fetal aspect. Fetal aspect, in which fetal aspect, first one is the amniotic membrane. It have the amniotic membrane, and second is the chorionic plate. So what is the amniotic membrane? It is a consist of single layer of cuboidal epithelium. There is no part in the formation of the placenta. Means it is having no role for the formation of the placenta. Second is the chorionic plate. Chorionic plate having a following layer from the within to outwards. Primitive mesenchymal tissue, containing umbilical cord, cystotrophoblast. This is a chorionic and this is a decidual. So inner one is layer is known as amnion, and chorionic plate form following layer from within to outwards. Number one, primitive mesenchymal tissue connecting umbilical vessels, and cystotrophoblast and cystotrophoblast, and the stem cell arise from the chorionic plate. And at the side of the maternal aspect form basal plate, this is a basal plate, and we will see the layers from outside to inwards. Compact spongy layer of deciduous bacillus and cytotrophoblast, cystotrophoblast. So this is a layer of the placenta which arise from the fetal aspect and maternal aspect. So this is a basal plate, then uterine vein, cystotrophoblast, placenta surface, chorionic vessels, spiral artery, cystotrophoblast, chorion, uterine vessels, umbilical vein, amniotic membrane, and this one is the primary mesoderm, umbilical arteries, chorionic plate, deciduous bacillus, tertiary stem villi, and uterine artery. Uterine artery is a spiral branch, and this is a decidual plate, and this is the basal plate. Means outer layer is known as a basal plate, and inner layer is known as amniotic membrane, right? So what is your circulation? Placental circulation. Placental circulation having two processes. Number one, uteroplacental circulation and fetoplacental circulation. Uteroplacental means the circulation connected with the maternal blood through the intervillous space, and goes to the placenta with the help of the maternal spiral artery, maternal vein, and so now we can see the in between maternal vein, maternal spiral arteries lies, and which goes into the disorder septum and penetrate the villi and blood through the intervillous space. The villi depend on the maternal blood for the nutrition. Okay. Next thing is the feto-placental circulation. So what is the feto-placental circulation? The two umbilical arteries carry the impure blood. The two umbilical arteries carry the impure blood from the fetus and they enter the chorionic plate underneath the amnion. Each supply one half of the placenta. The arteries break up into small branches which enter the stem of the chorionic villi. The fetal blood flow through the placenta is about 400 ml per minute, and pressure of the fetal placental circulation is 400 ml per minute, and this is a flow 400 ml per minute, and pressure is in artery 60 mm Hg, and in vein, umbilical vein, it is a 10 mm Hg. Now we will see about the function of the placenta. It is a very important for the examination also and also a clinical purpose. So what is the function of the placenta? The main function of the placenta are transfer of nutrients and waste product between the mother and fetus. Okay. So following function: first, respiratory, excretory and nutritive. Second, in the endocrine function, the placenta is an endocrine gland and produce both steroid and peptide hormones to the maintain pregnancy. Third is the barrier function, and fourth is the immunological function. So what is the factor that play the transfer from mother to fetus? The factor is the depend upon molecular weight. Lower molecular weight is more than transfer than higher molecular weight. Lipid solubility, ionization, pH of the blood. Lower pH favor ionization of many drugs, protein binding, and maternal blood flow. Okay, and concentration gradient. This factor is very important for transfer of blood from to the fetus. So what is a mechanism? So there is a following mechanism in which substances transfer into the placenta. Number one, simple diffusion. It is a very simple. There is no help any mediator or any energies. Right? Second thing is a facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion means transport through the mediator, and active transfer, it means against concentration gradient, energy with the help of energy, and leakage by the leakage. So break in the placental membrane is leakage of some substance from maternal to fetus. Second is the respiratory function. So respiratory function takes place in fetus at the simple diffusion, by the process of simple diffusion. The oxygen supplied to the fetus is at the rate of 8 ml per kg per minute, and this is achieved with cord blood flow of 165 to 330 ml per minute. Excretory function. Water product from the fetus such as urea, uric acid, creatinine are excreted to the maternal blood by the simple diffusion. Okay, nutritive function. Glucose. It is a principal source of energy which transport fetus by the facilitated diffusion. Right. Second is a lipid. Lipid is essential for the fetal growth and development and transfer across the fetal membrane by the synthesis in the fetus. Okay. So this is form of triglycerides, fatty acid, cholesterol. Okay. And amino acid. It is a transfer by the active transport with the help of energy. Water and electrolytes such as sodium, potassium chloride cross through the fetal membrane by the simple diffusion, And hormones. Insulin, steroids from the adrenals, thyroid, chorionic, gonadotropin, a placenta lactogen cross the placenta at the very slow rate. And barrier. What is a barrier function of the placenta? Because barrier is very important to protect the fetus against the noxious agent which is circulating in the maternal blood. In general, substances of high molecular weight, more than 500 daltons, are held up, but there are exceptions.